Hello everyone, welcome back to SwordsEdge. This is episode 18, and today we are starting off the episode at this new gas farm that I just constructed. As you can see, this gas farm is made by Silent Whisperer. I built this in between episodes, and it's actually really efficient. I thought that my creeper farm was pretty efficient, my mob farm, but oh my gosh, this is way more efficient. I've only been AFK for about an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer, and look at all of this gunpowder. There's some more on the opposite side over there. There's a chest over there, and a chest somewhere over there as well. But this thing is just so good. I really enjoy it. But yeah, so let me just turn this thing off real quick, and we'll move on with the episode. I just kind of wanted to show this off real quick. Why, hello. We haven't been over here in a while, have we? I came over here to talk about a few updates about SwordsEdge and everything. First off, as you can see, I have a brand new outfit. Oh, my boots are stuck on my character. Oh well, it's fine. I have a brand new outfit, as you can see. Not that different, just a new shirt. I think it looks pretty nice. It's a little bit of a change. It still looks kind of similar, but it's a little bit of a change. I really like it. So yeah, we have a new sort of new skin, a little bit of an updated skin. Next I wanted to talk about the server resource packs and behavior packs. I currently have updated the resource packs, so there might be a few differences. Maybe I'm in front of my computer's blocking my face. All right. I changed a few things, made them a little bit, made some textures a little cleaner. So there might be a few texture things. Also, for add-ons, I added on an add-on that makes it so Ghasts will no longer blow up blocks. It's just kind of a continuity thing, because like if you're a player and you set off a fire charge, normally it just sets things on fire. It doesn't really explode. So I just kind of thought it was a little strange how gas could blow up stuff with their fireball. It also helps with griefing, makes everything a little bit easier, and I think it is a reasonable change. I think that's pretty much it for the updates. So yeah, let's move on to some other stuff. So right now we're heading over to the Ocean Monument because I did do some stuff over there. But while we're walking there, I did want to mention that I am streaming it. I have an Origins Java server, Fabric modded server, up and running, and I've been live streaming that on Twitch. It's kind of a Twitch exclusive thing. So if you like Java and if you like mods and if you like Origins, you should go over and check out my Twitch streams. So I'll link that in the description. Another thing I'll link in the description is Silence Farm. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I'll link both of those in the description, my Twitch and Silence Farm. So you could go check out the Origins Java server. It's just a little mini series. It's probably gonna end sometime this summer, probably in the middle or something. At least that's what I'm planning right now. But yeah, if you want to go see it, check it out. It's really fun. I have a lot of fun modding and doing that kind of stuff for Java Edition. I really do enjoy, mixing it up a little bit. You can only play so much vanilla until it kind of gets a little boring. So yeah, the Origin server has been really fun. There's a lot of people on it, so yeah, I 100% recommend it. But anyways, moving on, as you can see, the Ocean Monument is right in our view distance. As you can see, I did some stuff in the interior, and look at this. I wish I had shaders on because I feel like this would look really cool. It's very simple right now. I haven't finished it. There's still some empty spaces, but what I wanted to show you was this main area that I've been working on off camera. As you can see, we have four pillars here, sorry, with bubble columns in the middle, kind of acting as like fire, I guess. The bubble columns kind of represent like lava or fire, but obviously I can't put lava or fire down here because we're in water. That doesn't work. But I kind of put bubble columns there instead. Same with these here. These are supposed to be kind of like representing fire, but instead they're bubble columns. And I think that does the trick. I think it looks pretty nice. But yeah. And going down this main carpet area, as you can see, here we have the throne to the Drowned King, and this is really cool. This took me a very long time to do, probably about 30 minutes to an hour, I want to say. So yeah, this is really cool though. I really like Foxy's mob heads. That's what we're using, and Foxy's armor stands. He did a pretty good job on these. If you want to get these yourself, they are in the link in the description in my previous videos, SwordsEdge episodes. So if you want to get these, look for the one that I introduced mob heads in, and they will be in the link. But yeah, this is a really nice mod. And then over here, I wanted to show you this. This is the conduit design that I came up with, and it really looks interesting. I really enjoy this. We have like kind of like a cage around the actual conduit with gold blocks here. I kind of came up with kind of like a story. Since in the Ocean Monument you find gold blocks, I think that the people who used to live here like thought that the value of gold was pretty much the value of diamond for us. So like gold was really expensive and everything, so it would make sense they would put it next to like the conduit, which is represents kind of like a magical thing. So yeah, that's kind of the story behind that. There's another one on the other side. It's pretty much exactly the same thing. There's not really a reason that I needed two conduits. I just kind of wanted to make it a little symmetrical. So yeah, up here there's not really anything. I haven't worked on this yet. This will be a treasury at some point. But yeah, that's the Ocean Monument. Oh, okay. Die. Thank you. That's the Ocean Monument. Now let's go back to the Nether Hub, because there is something that I did work on over there. So if we just come over to the center and look down, as you can see, we kind of have a nether hub down here. Now it's small at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to expand it. This is kind of what I had in my head, the idea. This is kind of sort of supposed to look like a compass, and it's pointing north. So yeah, it's pretty cool. That will help us with direction. As you can see, there's going to be these like docks over here for striders. I have one tied up over here, and in here there is a warped fungus on a stick. Down here, there's not really much down here. I just dug down to bedrock and filled in the holes with glass. I was originally thinking about making this like a netherite mine with tunnels going off in each direction, but then I realized that we're in the old pre 1.16 chunks here around spawn, so you would have to dig for a while until you got to netherite territory. So yeah, I don't know what's going to go down there. But yeah, that's what I've done over here. I did add a ring of blackstone around the ring, I guess, or the hole, I should say, up there. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I kind of did blow up this mountain a bit, but yeah. Over here at Aiden's base, I wanted to take a look at the progress that he's doing over here. It's really, really cool. I really like his medieval village. This is the only building he's built so far. It's the barracks, I think. But look at this interior of just this first room. This is really, really nice. I've been over here while he's been building and just kind of talking to him. But look, while he's building, I just noticed all this stuff, and it looks amazing. I mean, he's got the four beds here for the soldiers guarding the gates, and it just looks really, really nice. I really enjoy it. I think there's an upstairs. I don't know. Did I pass that? Oh, there's no stairs. Okay. There used to be like blocks here for stairs. All I know is that's oh yeah, right here. Right here. Yeah, this is kind of just like a overhang here, and you can kind of see who walks in and who doesn't. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. I just wanted to come over here and just kind of check this out, because the stuff that Insane Bobcat does over here is just amazing, and he doesn't make YouTube videos, so I might as well show him off for you, because he doesn't really care if I show him off to you. I don't think. Well, he hasn't mentioned it to me. If you do care, I won't show him anymore. Just tell me. Anyway, I've been doing like these little pranks over here while I'm talking to him, and I built a giant E with vines on it for some random reason, and it's not E, it's eh. So I said it's an E, and I was incorrect. It's an eh. It's called an eh. I also did this. This block is unmovable, and it will stay here forever. So if it moves, there will be consequences. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I know I've been rambling, so let's get to the point of the video. So we're gonna go over to my base to discuss that. So last episode we worked on Marterial, and I was actually going to continue Marterial this episode, but there's one problem. They just announced in a Java snapshot that they will be removing bundles from 1.17 and moving them to 1.18. Now, my redstone that goes to the Marterial shop needs to use bundles or shulker boxes, and I honestly don't want to get all of the shulker boxes for it. I rather get bundles. So yeah, we have a major delay in our Marterial building process. I still can build it, but I won't be able to open it until 1.18, which is going to be this December or November, sometime around then, which is a long time away. So I feel like we should put that project on hold for now. Maybe we can finish up the exterior in another episode and soon or something. But what I want to focus on now, since that is on back burner, is my base. As you can see, it is not. It is far from complete. I mean, I had huge plans for my base, and I haven't. We're already more than a year into the server being up, and I only have one floor done. Not to mention, I wanted to make this whole entire like underground section. So we have a lot of work to do. So I think I'm going to do the next floor. I'm going to start it. There's not really anything else I want to put on this floor, really. I might come back later and work on this floor. But yeah, there's not a lot of stuff I want to do for this floor. So we're going to move on to the next floor, which is going to be a animal kind of zoo kind of thing. We're going to have 4 tanks kind of on each side, kind of like an aquarium tank. And each tank is going to be a different habitat. We will probably have a aquarium. We'll probably have a jungle or and other biomes. So you pretty much get the idea of what is going to be here. And all of my pets that are down here that currently don't have a home and a spot, which is like all of those over there, and this fox will go up there. I just realized I have to figure out a way to move them. Well. Anyway, we should probably build the areas first, and then we'll move the animals. But, I think we're gonna do a time lapse for that. So, yeah, let's actually just start the time lapse right now. Well, look at what we've done here in the time lapse. We have created an outer shell for the next floor. And then we have to put some windows and a roof on it. But that is what it's going to look like. That's what the second floor is going to look like. And I honestly really like that design for it. It's kind of square-ish. It's a squarish circle. As you can see, it's kind of like a rounded off square. That's because it's going to be a transition to the next floor, which is going to be a complete just tower, just a square tower. So it'll be circle and then circle, square, and then square. So I really like how this is looking so far. And now that we have built the outer shell, you can see, you can see what the plan's going to be. We're going to have a tank in each corner. So I believe I explained that before earlier in this episode, but it's a little bit easier to see now. There'll be a tank where these lines go through, and these are just going to be windows here. And you'll see that in a sec once I build it. Ow, that hurt. That really hurt. But speaking of building the windows, I think we should start to get to that. I still have to go get a little bit more sand over my sand biome because I only have a little bit of gray concrete powder, which is what I need. For the windows, it's kind of gonna be like this. They're gonna be outlined by gray. So, gonna need some of that for these windows over here. Well, there we go. I put the windows in, and I did some outlining of gray concrete, and this is looking pretty good. This is looking really nice. I am really excited for this room to be finished. Next up is to put a roof on and all that stuff, but I want to take a little break, and I want to show you some stuff that I've been doing off camera while in between building these windows. Yes, we're back here again. Me and Aiden have been off camera working on some more of the SCC, building in adding some more detail and building some new stuff. So once we walk in here real quick, you will start to see that there's a lot more detail. First of all, we've got this new doorway that I really like or trim for this doorway. On both sides, they look really nice. There's lights behind the trapdoors to light up the building a little bit. We also have a new entrance kind of looking thing, door frame, I should say. Looks really nice. I really like this design. It fills in a lot more space. Now it looks a lot less blank and more detailed. And then we also have like little trees over here in the corner as well on both sides. And I used a composter and a fence pole to make it look like a tree in a pot. So that looks really cool. I really like that. We have this small table here. We're thinking about switching out the lights to be just normal lanterns because these are really dim and we want no more mob spawning in here. And then also back here we have these big bookshelves now on either side, and they're a really cool design. I came up with this in a creative testing world, and it looks really cool. It's a really nice shelf design. We also have a table back here, a very long table with lamps on it from inspired by the ones from over here on each side. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do here yet. I was thinking maybe like an SCC sign up back here. So who knows? We'll see what happens with that. But if we come up here, up this stairway, number one, you'll see this is very small detail, but I added another pillar here on both sides, and I added stream lights here with trapdoors around it. So there was some hidden lighting, making it so that mobs wouldn't spawn. But upstairs, if you might have noticed, we have changed a lot of stuff up here. So first off, you will notice these support beams. They're really cool. I don't know what they are used for. Probably for the support of the roof, I guess. But yeah, it's a really nice decoration. And then second thing you might notice is this right here. This is another table, another meeting table, and this is for the SCC Lake Committee. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned this on camera before, but Aiden went off and made his own little club. At first it was an unofficial club, but then I made it an official club, part of the SCC, and it was called the Lake Committee, and their job was to fill in all explosions and like holes with water. So that's what they do. And now they have a meeting table, and it looks really cool because it looks like there's a lake in the middle of the table, a miniature lake. And you can't put lily pads in the same block as the slab. It just doesn't work. So I came up with the idea to put item frames. Since they're invisible, they look like miniature lily pads. So that looks pretty cool. Then we have this right here, this window, the circular window. Matches up really nice. I really like how it looks on the back. It might be a little too high, I'm not sure yet, but I think it looks pretty cool. I always wanted to kind of do that on the other side, but there was too many circles with the SCC logo. So now that I have it up here, it looks pretty cool. And I can't wait for RTX because the sun lines up directly with this all in the morning, I believe, sunrise. And there, with RTX, there'll probably be some God rays and everything. It's gonna look really cool. But moving on, we have over here a broken nether portal with some flint and steel lying there, some pumpkins, and some beehives over there. This section, this walkway and everything, and that, and on the other side, will be like an attic storage area. Aiden kind of messed around in a creative world and came up with that. And it honestly was really cool. I really liked it, so we're adding it up here as well. So you might be wondering why we have pumpkins and all of those beehives and other blocks that will be up here. They're all gonna pretty much be references to past things in SwordsEdge. So the pumpkins and all of the stuff will be something that happened previously. And you can watch SwordsEdge episodes from a long time ago and see, hey, these are just little references. But anyway, that's what we've done in the SEC, and it looks really nice. But next, I want to actually do something at my base real quick. So if you noticed before we left, there are these little lines that I've made all across the outer ring that connect to the center. Now, because what I want to do here in this front is kind of make it like a little garden, because this place is really just plain white, and I wanted some color. And I was originally going to go for like trees and bamboo and green stuff, but I felt like that was still kind of plain as well, because everything else around here is green and all of those colors. So what I wanted to do was make a flower like field, and each section is going to have a different color of flowers. So I came up with this idea in Creative Testing World. So I'm going to do this real quick, and then afterwards we'll move on to finishing up that next floor, or at least the roof or something. But yeah, I'm going to do this real quick, and I will see you in a second. And as you guys can see here, here's the flower fields. I've only done a couple of the flower fields. As you can see, we have just the blue, I don't remember what these are called, blue orchids, I don't know, orchids I think it is. They look really nice. We have the yellow flowers, I think, yeah, the yellow flower, we'll just call them yellow flowers. Over here we have a red poppy field, which looks really nice. I really like this. I kept this over here. This is just some mark that someone left over at a ton of different bases and different areas, and this was just here for some reason, so I left it there. That will probably always be there. But and then over here we have the like pinkish purple flowers. They look pretty cool. And then we have the orange flowers over here, and that's all the flowers I actually got to. As you can see, we still have 3 more spaces to fill up. So yeah, this is the flower fields are really cool. And something I really like about it is from down here, it's really bright. Like if you go down here and look at it, it's extremely bright. But if you fly up this way, they kind of just disappear because they're kind of 2D textures. It's really weird. So it doesn't take away from the base at all. It just fills up the space over here a little bit, which was really nice. As you can see, it went from dull to really bright, which is excellent. See how how they're like 2D and everything? So from above, you can't really see them, but from the side, you really see them. So I really like that. I really wanted something that was kind of I wanted something that didn't take away from the main build, and made it and something that didn't stand out. And this is excellent. I really like this. I'll continue with the flowers later, but it's time to move on to the top, doing the ceiling of the second floor. Alright, let's get to it. Well, we really didn't get too far. I had to stop here because one, I ran out of concrete, and two, it's because if you noticed in the time lapse, Insane Bobcat logged on and asked if he wanted to work on the SCC, and I was like, yeah, sure. So we stopped and worked on the SCC for a little bit. But yeah, I think we did a pretty decent amount of work today. Oh yes, and one thing that I did do was add some more flowers. So there are flowers all around now. So yeah, I did this too. This wasn't in the time lapse, but I did do that. But I think we did some pretty decent work today on the my base. But yeah, one last thing I do want to mention before we end this episode, it is that I'm actually out of school now. It is summertime, which means that more videos will be coming in a short amount of time. Maybe even 2 videos per week. Definitely consistent 1 video per week, but maybe even 2 videos per week. We'll have to see. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.